Hi, to the stream. I'm sad because I couldn't actually make Blender work on my GPU for the moment. I don't know why, because the GPU I'm using is on my gaming computer and I know it's compatible with Blender, but fortunately, doesn't seem to work, but it's okay. So today we're gonna actually do something interesting, which is we defined the hearing system. Now we want to modify the monsters, so we have how they use the hearing system. That's the thing we're gonna do. So as you can see here, we have everything already, because I am a professional. So normally I have in the I have vision, I have interactables, I have characters, globals, levels. I have in the globals, I think, so it's globals, managers, hearing manager, .gd, that we know, that we love. So that's for the pixel dampening, etc. So we have that. Unlimited on subscribers on the server, dampening, get dampening map ready, and you have subscribe. So pretty simple, pretty easy. So just I'm just getting back the system so I know what I'm dealing with. So yeah, seems okay to me. I need to put that there though, which is typecast on array both. Alright, so just doing that. That's good. Now what I want is I want to define new stuff, which is in the monsters. I want a new state. So character navigation, character monster. So I was on nearing manager, but I think I'm gonna do that. So states, and I want a new state for the monster, which is gonna be like sound heard. So yeah, that's gonna be our new one. We want to be class name monster state sound heard extends monster state, which is our friend here that we know. I want to add a child node, which is just gonna be a node. The node will be renamed sound heard. I want a cooldown timer on that already because I know it's gonna be a problem. So heard cooldown. Yeah. The fuck do I have two idle timers here? What? Trap call. Oh yeah, I use it as well. Okay, I don't know why I call it yeah, well, it's fine. Let's just call that a cooldown. So just a cooldown. So we want to do like, if you get into that stuff, it starts the cooldown and then you don't enter the state again. Yeah, so in that case, I would say more like into... Like it should be done in player hiding, not in trap call. Trap call it should be line. In chase it should be line. But in player hiding and in idle it should be doing that. So sound heard cooldown should be actually on the state machine directly. because it should be outside. So attach a script. We want in the state which is sound heard. Yeah, I made an oopsie. You don't name them like that. So states mv sound heard in sound heard.jd. What? Sound heard load 4. So monster state sound heard. That's the naming convention. Trap call state. Monster player hiding state. Monster state chase. Monster state idol, I suppose. So this should be renamed in monster state trap call, is of course, and monster state player hiding, and in the same way monster state sound heard, monster state chase, and idol, monster state idol. Okay, so what I want is I want sound heard. Okay, I want to remove the sound heard. So hx sound heard idle, not chase, I don't care, but player hiding. These three should actually use the same. So here when we enter, we want to know the position of the sound, which was the last position of the sound heard. I think that's something I didn't do. I passed the body of the sound, but not the last position. And I think that's the thing that I'm doing wrong. I shouldn't pass the body, I should pass the position of the sound. This is something I'm gonna actually do right now. Because here, you know, source, it should be a vector 2 for the position. So no, and emit sound, it should be a vector 2, which is the position. We want a position by default. So yeah. Can you stop jiggling? Like, my microphone is jiggling and I don't know why. Can you stop? Stop. Okay. Got it. So, we want to do that. We want to update it, so on emitted sound we want a vector 2. Because we're just using the global position, so we want the source which is supposed to be the global position, and then the one that actually heard that is the thing that heard it. So yeah. And so for the receive sound, it's on the monster side. The monster. So the source should be a vector 2 here on receive sound. And you get that. So yeah, better, because you have the source, you don't have the position of the body. You don't have the body because the body doesn't make any sense here. We don't really care. And so I just want for the player, because we send self, I think that's a problem. Like here when emit, we should give the global position that we have for the traps. Oh yeah, but no, I actually defined the trap call myself, right? Trap call is already done. Yeah, the trap call is already done, so I don't need... Oh, so I can actually simplify my ass then. Because I did that, but I'm already done with that. So traps, yeah, why did I do that? That's just not useful. Though in the monster, like, do I have something that connects to the trap and stuff? On player trap, yeah, just do that. I just finished emit on player trap, but then it's something that I connect for the trap call. Do I do something? Why do I have an on-player trapped here? Do you use that? So in that case, okay, let me check. Because it doesn't make sense. What I did doesn't make sense. We're in the monster. So I'm supposed to have a connection here in the monster, I think, in a node. Okay, so that's when the player is trapped. And then the on player trapped. So it's in idle. Oh yeah, but no, I need to be able then to keep that so I know. That's the thing. Because I shouldn't be connected already, like, if... Okay, the on-player trapped is maybe a problem because... See, when the player is trapped. What does monster.player trapped? Let's just do that. Just do player trapped. Wow. I think I made a oopsie. Because, yeah, I made an oopsie actually. Oh wow, that's my lack of foresight, huh? If I get back here, the player trapped here, the cinematography, the player is trapped, so that's something, okay. Are we connecting it? So we connect on player trap. Where is it? Go to method, okay. So I don't see the method. It's there. So here we have this method we can disconnect apparently. And then so okay, I already did do it there. Okay. So already this is bad. Because the way I do it is awful. First, it's unreadable, so hold on. Let me change that because I just gonna play a trapped, but also I want to give the type. So I want to give the type, which is the trap type here. I think it's not to you to do it. So it's just trapped because we know that because it can be empty there. The function called when the player gets trapped in trap damage, so trap type, trap slayer damage, float, trap duration, float node, okay. So that's already done here. So yeah. So I want to reset that just because I think it's important that we have that as well, but in the trap call here. So in the trap call, which is, it's in the idle state that we do that. So it's only if on player trap we have the trap type, which is trap slayer dot trap type. The name. It's in the traps layer, right? Yes. Yeah. So let's just fix that because it's just what the fuck did I do here? It's just stuff should not be done like that. So yeah, I should also play a trap. So I should change it also in the monster, just so we have also the trap type, which is traps layers trap type again, and I want to change that more like no, player trap is okay. I don't want to change it, so yeah. And here we are on traps layer trapped here, which is in the player composition. You just emit, And yeah, I'm supposed to be connected there, and we pass the player global position. So we just pass the position of the player, which is fine. We don't need more because I know it works like that. So that's cool. But then I want to give a sound. So in the player now, because I want to change the logic here, on the player, I want to say that you're none. So there is any, right? But do we have none? No. But I can just say we take this and we do that. So we have the not. Easy. So now you emit the sound no matter what. So here I want for the sound heard, which is now our state that we want in the state machine for the monster. If we go there, we want here the connection to when you receive a sound as the monster, what do you do? So the only state that should receive a sound and do something and connect to it are the idols, the item, the player hiding, and that's pretty much it. Chase and trap call are state that you can't, that I don't want to change from that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the monster state that I have, because it's gonna be something that is shared between multiple states. So let's just do it there. And I want on sound heard. I think that's the name, but I mean it's okay. My hearing manager, just to be sure. On receive sound, I think. Yeah, that's a bit better. So we want, I'm just gonna take that for the function. So here, pop. So func on received sound, and we do nothing, of course. So what do we do on received sound? We want to so it's not receive sound actually. Subscribe sound receiver, yeah. No. When a sound is received by a subscriber, yeah, on receive sound. So you just yeah, that's this one. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's this one. Because you need to know if you're like the subscriber and then the volume type, and yeah, so exactly. So that's exactly there. So let's go back to the monster state here. So on receive sound, first if destination is not owner, I think that's the name, then we return. So that's owner, or I think that's just monster because we define it. So if it's not a monster, if it's not myself, then I just don't do anything, because it can be something like you just not receiving it, just don't receiving at all, just do nothing. So yeah, that's the first thing. Then what we want to do is we want to know if it's above the certain threshold, and if it is, then we do something with it, otherwise we don't. And that's something I already did actually, because it's in here. So on receive sound here, that I have there, I think I can actually use that so directly, because it works. So if destination not monster or monster that can hear, we do that. Then what we want is hearing level is not declared, so we want monster dot hearing level, which is what we defined here. So that's the volume at the end. So let's just do that there. Var parsed, so yeah, parsed volume, which will be that. See? And so here I have that. And what I want to do is I want to do finished.emit. We go to sound heard, and we pass the position, so the source of the sound. So like that, source of the sound to the source directly. And so we want here this one, which is up. Oh my bad. Like that. Yeah, okay. Like that, and we want sound heard like that. Yes. Of course. So yeah, the current event creation is not declared. So yeah, I know it's not declared because it's in the monster. So yeah, we declare it there, and we have the volume. So it's supposed to be the parse volume. So parse volume. So we have the value here, but also I want to know if the timer is running. So before finishing, I want to cool down, because it will just go to the state, then move to it, and that's it, and just you get to it. So I want to cool down for that. Oh no, I think cooldown should start after it reaches the position. It makes more sense, otherwise the cooldown will do nothing. So I want to do something here, which is or. So can I get the timer? Do I have the timer, or do I need to? Okay. So var soon the herd timer, which will be defined on ready. Yeah. On ready, and this time it's gonna be something like pop soon herd cooldown. So cooldown timer down. Yeah, cooldown. Okay, gonna cooldown. And so we want to know if soon the earth cooldown dot is stop, I think. Is stop. And so if it's not stopped, then just do nothing. The cooldown should be one shot by default. The wait time should be defined by the monster. So I should be inside the monster here. So we have the timers, which is the idle duration, exchange duration. So I want the same, which is the time the monster idles to a hiding spot when the player is hiding. I want to rename that to hiding idle duration, just because it makes more sense. Here I want something that is named so sound herd cooldown duration. I want it to be like every 5 seconds, for example, by default, which seems fine. So the time the monster can't hear another, the time the monster needs to wait before hearing another noise. Do that. Yeah. So I would say, yeah, I could actually have here the or greater, because I don't have a problem. I don't know why I didn't put that there, but it's or greater. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I need to then subscribe it by default. So oh no. Yeah, fuck, because yeah, no. This is the problem here, because I subscribe to it by default. But then I can't actually subscribe it in the state. That's the problem, because if I go to the hiring manager, like, my subscribe will subscribe me to the callback here. But the receiver will be this one. And then with the callback. But actually, I can just, yeah, I think I can just do that. Like, unsubscribe. So subscribe sound receiver itself, so that's something that I have here. So yeah, name. I want to have the name, which is subscribe sound receiver, and then I want the unsubscribe, which here it's gonna be false by default. Generator attack has another value. Fuck you. Okay, so let's just make another. So unsubscribe sound receiver. Emitted when the when entity unsubscribed to your manager. I was going to do that. So it's in turn. Unsubscribe sounds on receiver here. So I want the same, but I want here to be on unsubscribes on receiver. So on unsubscribes on receiver. So if it's any, we know it exists, I want to find it, and then I want to remove it. Can I, in array? I want to see if there is something to do it simply, if not, then it's fine. So, is there a way? Remove at the position, but then you can just find the thing, right? Find what variant from 0, which is okay. So we can just do find, and then, yeah, fuck. My question is, what do you return when you don't find it? So, -1 if they are not, okay. So, pretty simple, actually. I can just do here, var index, which is going to be that. We need to do find of what? Of body. If index would equal -1, then return. Else we remove at index z. So on unsubscribe, and so here we have so we on the ready subscribes on receiver. I want to have here on sub unsubscribes on receiver, so we have both, which is okay, it's defined, it works. So now on unsubscribe we want to disconnect. So we need to pass the callback as well. So we need to disconnect the callback, and here we want to do unsubscribe some receiver itself, which is okay. And here receive sound, disconnect callback. Well, that works. And subscribe to this ring manager, easy. So now I can actually just do it differently. I just don't need to do it there. I can just subscribe and unsubscribe on the fly. So yeah, pretty simple. Because the idle should, when you enter, I should be able to subscribe to it and then unsubscribe to it. So on exit, so I need to do ring manager dot subscribe. So monster we want, because it will be or maybe just self. I mean, it's fine if it's self, it doesn't change anything because you know the sub is yourself, so I can just use self. I think that's easier. Yeah, I think that's way easier. Instead of using the fucking monster, I can just say if the destination isn't self or the monster account here or whatever, just don't do anything. It's fine. I made it so it works no matter what, so yeah, I think it's okay. The callback will be on receive sound that we have already. So my question would be, why wouldn't it work? Because oh no, it's supposed to be a monster, not 2D. I mean, does it really need to be a not 2D? Yes, it does. Yes, it does, because I need the position of the node. Fuck. This is a problem. Because we're extending from a node, we don't have a position. So I need to subscribe the monster to it, which is fucking annoying. But yeah, I need the position. So no, that's gonna be the monster, no matter what. That's sad, but that's how it is. Yeah. I'm glad I actually type everything, because otherwise I would have a problem and nothing would have been explained here. And that would have been a real treat. So we unsubscribe the monster when we leave the idle state, which is fine. We want to do that in the player hiding. And that's it. So pretty unsubstantial, but not that hard. So in the player hiding, so enter, connect, we want to subscribe, and then we want, when we exit, to disconnect. That's it. Here, when we enter, we do, like, we get the position, so position, so just source, which is going to be a vector 2. We want to do func enter. No. Can I just connect enter directly? You know, sometimes I would like to have, yeah, I would like to have that by default. That would be great. So yeah, here I want the data to be used. I don't care about the previous state, but I can do source equals data dot source. Easy. When we enter. And func exit, we want the same system, which is basically you exit, you start the timer. So I want to know the timer, which is sound heard cooldown. So sound heard cooldown dot start. Start, right? For a timer. Chase timer start. It works. Let's just be smart for a moment. Variable synchronized static typing, that's already a problem. But I want it to be a timer, so it's defined by default. So I know it. So yeah, start. Cool. So we have it. So we start when we exit, which is fine. And yeah, so we have that, we have everything, and I just want to change the pathfinding of the monster. So here we're in monster state chase. Monster state, do I have do I have the way tell it to move? We have scan for player, we have return to path, we have populate hiding. But can I tell it to go to a position? Because that's maybe my biggest problem right now. I want you to go to a position. So physics update, set timer, set movement monster, set movement target. That's how I do that. So yeah. So yeah, func physics update. I think that's the name. Go on delta. In that case, we don't care about delta, but whatever. Leave it to nothing. And what I want to do is I want to do that, but this type is not global position because it's already a global position. We want to go to the source. Just say beeline to the source of the sound, which is fine. And normally we're good to go. And yeah, I need to know when you reach the yeah, no, I need to know if you reached it. Like, if it reached it, then just do nothing. So I think it's in the idle. If multiple navigation state, navigation character state finish. So yeah. So if you reached it, then what we do is we finished emit idle. Let's go back to idle. So you go to it, and yeah, but I want to also bypass something. I want to be able to find the monster no matter what. So I want you to be like, if you... I want the player so to be able to find that. So if you find something, just go to it. Like, okay. Because here, if I do that on field of vision body exited, entered, and so you do scan for player, and if you find it, then you should move to the chase. So I think it's good I do that, just so we have actually the thing made. So yeah, so you just have that connected. And then I want to scan for player. I don't need the chase, but like if you find the player during that time, because it makes sense, right? Like it should not go past you. Then yeah. Also, this should be defined when you entered, not by default. So here I should have something like that then. So yeah, something like that, which is great. Yeah, because I do it there as well. So here, if scan for player, finished.emit chase, and I need to know chase target from target. Something like literally what I did there. Great, and turn. Otherwise, you just, when you finished, you just do idle, and that's it. So pretty simple already. I think it's okay. And then I think we have just a little bit of a problem, because this should not be on the chase. It should not be on the, like, it should be everywhere. Like the trap has been calling, so no matter what, you should be going to it. So this should be by default on every state, I think. I connected on idle, but I think it's a problem. So I want it to be connected to everything. I want this function to be connected to everything. Just say, bam, you find it no matter what. And so I want, when you're ready, to also connect to it by default. So my question would be, how did I do that? I think I made an oopsie, because if we go here, the trap slayer, okay, so we have that. And then the monster, the state, so player trapped, okay. So I want to connect for the monster, so I want there. And I want to connect to nothing, actually. I want to disconnect it. And what I want is I want to connect it here. So I want to say that's not the idol, that's the monster state that I want. I want to monster dot player trapped dot connect on player trap. So all of them can do it by default, which is good. So we change it a bit. It's not perfect, but we have something that is a bit more interesting than what we had before. And yeah, on physics update, if scan for player, so yeah, it should be done on every stage, no matter what you find. So not only every stage, but this one should be done here. For the trap call, I mean, even in the trap call, if you find it, then you just move to the player, right? Yeah. So I do it all the time, the movement set target position. I don't think I need to do it all the time. I can just do it at once. Like even on the trap call, so here, I do monster set movement target position. Just do that. I think it's just better. Because why would I actually do it all the time? Like, just go to the source and just do it. That's it. That's the only thing I'm asking you to do. So you don't need to be told every single frame that you need to go there. I mean, you already know. So yeah. We'll try then. And so we start the timer when we exit normally on the sound heard. Yeah, we started and then we disconnect the thing. Okay. Cool. So that's it. That's supposed to be the modification that I wanted. It took me a while, but it's done. I actually had to change a lot of stuff, but it's okay. So we have the sounder now. Okay. Clack, clack, okay. So now the first monster, which might not work because it cannot hear. So that's the thing. Okay, so the monster did not work currently. So might be because this should be in the physics update for some reason. I don't know, but that might be the solution. That might be why. So let's just do that. And let's just try again. Let's just try again. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's a bug, but yeah. So the monster is absolutely not responding. I want to see which state it's in. So just do that. Just see if you're in when you hear something. That's the first thing that I... You're not in. Oh, I have a lot of errors in the bigger. That's maybe why. Oh. Yeah. My fault. I kept go, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's because I changed stuff and I know why. It's my fault. So I should be here. So SRC, characters, layer. And I want the player.gt. So it's in the emit sound. Yeah. Because here I have the self. I want to be global position. And I want to open. And for the cat as well, I want the cat.gd here. Emit sound. So here I want to be the global position and same global position changed. That's why. So yeah. So you're in. Oh. That's nice. It actually did what I wanted it to do. Oh yeah. Oh, that's spooky. Honestly, that's spooky. The fact that it goes there, I kind of want it to idle a bit. If there is nothing at... Whoa. Oh yeah, because I called the cat, that's why. I kind of want it to idle a bit there. I think it's interesting, just to have it idling a bit. Not that complicated, but you know. So, standard, add a shine node, I want a timer for this one. And same, we're gonna call that the idle timer. SRC, navigation character, monster state, it should be the state sound heard. So when you finished here, when you finish, instead of doing that, you should do... Yeah, you should do idle timer .start. And then, so the idle timer should be a one shot. I'm gonna do it for wait to 5 seconds. Sound heard cooldown should be 5 seconds. Change it anyway. I want to connect the timeout to sound heard on idle timer timeout connect. I want to reload just so we see it again. Yay. And now, when we time out, then you do the finished. So you can do... Yeah. You can do... Finished emit idle. Because we're done. And then the exit happens and whatever. So everything works. That's the thing I want to do. See? We just have that so it doesn't cast it all the time. Because I'm afraid it will. So yeah, we just do that and then we move. And so now we're just gonna idle a bit, just do nothing, and it's fine, it's just gonna do nothing, and then, you know, move out. So yeah, pretty simple, we have that. Now we want to also change the monster, the new stuff, so hiding, idle duration, sooner, cooldown. And to the location of the source of the noise. Default to 5. So I want that to be sound, bird, idle duration, and I want to update that. So just for a moment, we need to have here state machine dot sound heard cooldown. Set wait time, sound earth cooldown duration, and then I want the same, which is state machine, sound heard idle timer, set wait time, sound heard idle duration. Cool. So we have everything that works. Same 5-5. For the duration, it's okay. We have to play a trap, but it's updated, so it's fine. We have the hearing level, the roam speed, the roam factor, blah blah blah, so everything is okay. Yeah, I think it's good. So now we have also the sound. Cool. So now... So now I think it's okay. I think it's gonna work. Normally, what you should see is that, like, yeah, I want to also change, just so it's a bit less complicated, I want the sound heard cooldown duration, because otherwise it's just gonna take too long to be like 10 seconds. I know it doesn't sound that long, but like it sounds that long, but I think it's a better way of dealing with it. Otherwise it will constantly move to sound, because remember you can actually hear the sound from really far away normally, so you need to be careful of that. So either I have to modify how the sound is got here, you know, but other than that, yeah. So sound idle, chase duration, idle duration, can hear, so yeah. Speed factor, time, miscellaneous, damages. Cool. I'm really happy about that because it's clear. It's really clear where everything connected nicely, so I can modify stuff. Set wait time on base new instance. Okay, so see. Okay. No, not found state machine, sound heard cooldown. Oh yeah, because I have 2 state machine, right? Yeah, because I'm all wrong. And same here, should not be 2 state machine this way. So now it's just only 1. So yeah, a bit better. And if I do that, yeah, I'm in the wrong one. Bad. That was so weird. Like the navigation was done. So the velocity should have been 0. and it was still doing something that was really weird. And the problem is that the navigation was just still continuing. Yeah, because it's still giving the direction to it. That's why. So we want to do that, I think. Just if process navigation state finished, then velocity is vector2.0. Else velocity is that. Because otherwise it just looks fucking awful. Oh yeah, my bad. Can you leave me the fuck alone? Oh my god! Bro! Am I? Like, you're still chasing. Can you leave me the fuck alone? Oh, I'm just gonna do that just for the sake of testing, alright? Yeah. Okay. So now it's actually doing what I want. Okay. So we still have the cooldown. It's 15 seconds. So normally it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to just continue. But yeah. Ah. Ah. Yeah. So that's interesting. I would like to know the internal of the timer. I want to debug the timer, I think. Can you debug the timer? I don't care about the profiler. It's just tag variable, so yeah. Because I didn't put any breakpoints, but I don't care about the breakpoints. It's been more than 50 seconds. Normally you're supposed to be moving. So if it's not, then there is a problem. Did I make a mistake? Let me check. Honestly, I think I did an oopsie. So it's in the sound heard, the idle timer, and then you have... So the sound heard is in the monster state, because the monster state has the on receive sound, which is... And sound condone is... Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did that, so it's okay. No, it's fine. They're supposed to be stopped. But is there a difference between stopped and finished for the timer? Because that's always a problem. I'm not sure which one is it. Oh, it's a method. This is why. It's a method. It's a method. That is why. Yeah. It will not work because it's a method. So yeah. That explains a lot. And I should start the level 1, not the other one. Let's just do it. Let's just do that so we move and we avoid the monster. It's gonna go to the sound, to the last position of the sound. Idle it for 5 seconds. Then move back. And stay there. So we have the vision just for the cat so I can see it, which is pretty convenient, I'm gonna be honest with you. So now I want to move and see if at some point the monster will go. So the cat is not giving the sound. The cat is not giving the sound. That's why. But the sound works. The cat is just not giving it. So this is a problem, of course. Because normally you're supposed to do it. Emit sound, emit global position, sound, call cat. So yeah, you're supposed to hear it. Because the sound is enough to actually be for you to hear it. When I input the move or input the go back, you're supposed to emit the sound. Interesting then. I want to have the hearing manager just for a moment. So the on emitted sound, so call when the sound is emitted, so they just connect to emit sound, connect on emitted sound, so that's what happens. We get the source and then we got a type. So print type. So yeah, sound type. I know because I'm doing a print type, but I know what's gonna happen and I'm gonna tell you that. The type is in order, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Should be 5. So yeah, the sound should be 5. Sound type 5. Sound type 5. Okay. So some top 5 is not working, apparently. Oh. Oh, the vision actually trolled me. I like that. Actually, the vision was not given to me because it was behind this. Oh yeah, which is great. Oh no, but it actually ate my ass twice. Yeah, because I moved, that's why. Because I decided to move. That's why. Still. Decided to move, so it's okay. So it doesn't work with the cat, although the cat is actually giving the sound. So yeah. Did I make a Manupsi? Call cat. Which is this sound type that I kinda want to rename to like cat move, just so we have it. I think it's better. Call that the cat move. So it's 30, so it should be heard, because if a footstep normal is heard, it should be heard. That is, there is nothing else. So volume by type times dampening, terrain line, so we have it, it works. But then the cat is not actually giving that when we set target. When do we set target? Here. So if I do something here, I'm supposed to send the value. And it actually happens, like, one is running, so that's why. But you see the 5 going, so it's supposed to work. But then it's actually not doing anything with it. Which is interesting because normally I'm supposed to get the sound for the cat. So let's just do a little modification in the hearing manager. If type equal sound type dot steps, then you do nothing. So that's not how it's supposed to work. It's just a test. That's why. So normally here it doesn't hear me as long as I don't run. Okay. So he heard it. Now he's going back. And now we wait. What do you mean? You're receiving enough video to make it smooth. You're receiving I dropped 0 frame. Fuck you. But okay. Fine. Oh, it's... Oh! Wait, that's weird. It seems to be... Okay, so that's definitely a fuck up here. Because it seems to be end follow state if you want a following. So when you do the go back, then it should send that, but you're supposed to send the global position. So... What? What intonation? That's a real question. Because, like... Yeah, that's weird, because I already told you to actually defend the next actual target the cat should move to, and then you're supposed to send the sound. You're supposed to send the sound. Sorry, I was just cleaning my hands. So you're supposed to so I emit the sound, so you're supposed to hear it, and actually you get the sound back. But then it's actually not moving. Because I'm telling the cat to do it, so I just say go to your, like, I'm just saying that's your global position now, you just give the global position. And the sound type is cat move, so why don't you want to go? This is a good question that I don't have an answer to, and it's a bit of a problem. Because now footsteps do nothing, but then when I call it works, but when I... So this works, the callback actually works, but the input move does not seem to work. I want to see if you're in. Normally you are, because yeah. Let's see. So if I don't run, it's okay. So I'm gonna do that and hide. So you heard it. I'm still in. So normally the sound is supposed to go through. I'm supposed to see it. Okay. So at some point it will be more than 15 seconds. What? What? Did I make a fucking mistake? Hold on. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, of course, it should be above, not under. That's why, yeah, that's just fucking dipshit. Yeah, so now you know, and you do it. So I can actually use the cat for distraction. Look at that. That works. Yeah, because it was hearing outside of the range when it was not supposed to fucking hear something. That's why. They was able to find the player no matter the distance. I mean, no. I was able to find the player even with the distance, which was a problem. No, if I do that, and I just do that, normally our friend will never come here, because it's too far away and the dampening effect is occurring. Actually, is there a problem in the dampening? I don't think there is. Because if you can't read the thing, it just do nothing. Yeah, okay. So that's it. That's it. No dampening. No problem. Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's why it was not working. Now it's working, and now the dampening effect is taking place. Because you can't do shit about it. Because it's too far away and there are too many walls that actually reduces the sound. So it makes sense. It's not like, oh, the sound is negative now, so it works. No. Yeah, okay, so my shit works. Cool. We have something that works. We have something that is useful. This is great. This is great because everything works and works well, actually. So yeah, this is cool. We have something that functions. So we can just do that, we can just do that, and we can... did I change something in the area manager? I did, yeah. I did subscribe. I did the information, I changed a lot. And in the level 1, we have the connection. Disable the connection. And yeah. So you cannot hear anymore, but it's okay. So now, HUI, so GC, sorry, beat, hearing, add support for hearing on the monster side. Git flow, feature, finish! Monsters can hear now! Monsters can hear now. And we're done. Fuck me. We're done. Yeah, monsters can hear and they can hear well and it works. My system works. Is it the most optimized one? No, but you know, it might function. Optimization will come later anyway, because a lot of systems will definitely change after like the first playtest, no matter what. So if you're interested in the playtest, I'm gonna tell you to join the Discord. The link is in the description of this video. And other than that, I'll see you on Saturday for some Path of Exile 2, not 1. And yeah, have a fantastic evening. Thank you all for watching. And my aiming system works now. Yay! Oh yeah, also before I leave, I might have do something like that. Is there a nin that's still you know what? No, I can check. Yeah. Yeah. I knew it. Alright, remove that. HUI, GCC, fix cat, remove unnecessary. Alright, done. So yeah, It's fixed. We have removed the unnecessary print, and yeah, we're okay. Thank you all for watching this time. And yeah, I'll see you on Saturday. Have a fantastic evening. Bye!